What's up, good people? It's on a Friday, and now it's time to look into the charts and see what price has for us today. So I'll get rid of everything over here in the chart. As you can remember, this was yesterday's video. I was talking about this. It did play out well, and now it's Friday. Let's see what we should also anticipate for today. So I'll get rid of these markings over here. I guess you can read this tool I'm using, this one that for me differentiates the premium discount areas. So yeah, let me make these charts clean for us. And yeah, this is the Thursday daily range. So yeah, this is the Thursday instead of the previous day. No, previous day was on yesterday. It was on Thursday, meaning the previous day before Thursday was on Wednesday. So this was Wednesday daily range. So yeah, I'll delete everything so that we may see where price is currently. So this was yesterday's low, and for now the price leg will shift from this low to this low, because this is the high that generated these both lows. So I'll be using this low, but for that I'll let it be, and I will not be getting rid of these two levels, because I think these are the areas I'll be watching to see whether the market will still trace to. So I'm not getting rid of anything. So from yesterday's trading, what you can see is yesterday closed bullish, though I was telling you guys I'm expecting a weekly the weekly candle to expand lower. And as you can see over here from yesterday before the video, I told you I'm expecting to see the candle expand lower, but as we dropped to the lower time frames, we realized or we got reason for the market to be bullish for yesterday. So, and you saw how it did drive into. Also inside these 4-hour key levels, we have these bull candle that to me should act as an order block to resist higher prices. So yeah, we had the premium from the high to the low. We had this Wednesday daily range that we had to see market retrace to premium, then we can sell off. Currently we are still in premium for this Wednesday daily range. So we have key levels to be watching, so that either way we can anticipate for sales, because as for me, I'm expecting sales for the day. I'm expecting gold to go lower, and what I'll be targeting will be these lows over here, yesterday's lows. So, and generally maybe market would retrace to these weekly fair value gap, but why should it retrace there? Why? So using these tool of mine from the low of from the high, let's determine the premium discount, whether price is already in discount. Here we can see price is already in discount, and what I had for me is this weekly fair value gap, this weekly inversion fair value gap. That's what I really wanted to see market dip into, use it as a support for higher prices, and also these breaker, the high low higher high. So probably this breaker that is paired with this weekly inversion fair value gap, and maybe from the daily we have this huge fair value gap that has already been tapped into over here. It has already been tapped into over there. So let's hopefully we have determined this price is in discount already. So sorry, let me see over here this fair value gap where the price has dipped. Yeah, you can see that fair value gap price had already dipped into that fair value gap, and we can see the closure below the midpoint of this fair value gap. And over here we have really nothing inside the daily time frame, but let's move maybe to the lower time frames and see what can really drive the market to this. Also we have this large fair value gap here over here, so the market is currently trading in it over here, so nothing much in this zone, but I'm seeing a given line there. What can it be really? So I have this line, I guess, is it from, yeah, is this monthly order block. It's this monthly order block, I guess. You can see, is it really an order block or a breaker? So this line represents my weekly order block slash a 3-month immediate rebalance. I think it's a 3-month immediate rebalance, so I'll label it because so this is the 3-month immediate balance. And what do I mean by immediate rebalance? Is when we have a balanced price range or a balanced range, is we want to see weeks overlap, but over here I guess this candles wick is currently slightly above this weekly inversion fair value gap, so it's above. We have not seen the candles overlap, so I want, if candles overlap, for instance this price action here, this candle with this candles wick with these other candles wick, you can see the overlap, so we have an immediate rebalance over here. That's what I mean by an immediate rebalance. So this is the line that represents the 3-month immediate rebalance. Let me move it not too far, from which I had maybe want to see the 3-month, tap into it, and then maybe continue with its bullish, because what you can see is the 3-month is bullish because we have this 3-month inversion fair value gap acting as support. We can see this displacement higher, so over here we have this week that we have a slight fair value gap for now. We don't have that immediate rebalance. Then I think we'll continue bullish for the gold, because you can see over here gold is really bullish. So yeah, but I don't want to be that married into that bias, so we'll have to find other reasons why maybe the market can retrace lower. So back to the daily time frame, you can see over here the sell model from the daily time frame, whereby we had this high, rallied lower, created a fair value gap that had been tapped into. You can see the body, how the body closed, sharp retracement lower, then a rally higher that also respected this fair value gap, then this sharp retracement lower. We have a consolidation over here, and you can see how the bodies are reacting of this fair value gap. A tap into it, then a drop lower, right? So you can see the market maker sell model, because we have lower highs, they are not being violated. So using my tool also, from premium to discount, price had already dipped into this premium PD, this fair value gap, and then you can see that retracement lower. And now you can see how Wednesday closed bearish, yesterday bullish, tapped into this bullish candle, and now want to see whether we might have that displacement lower. So inside the 4 hour, so the price, this high failed to clear this high, that also failed to clear this high. So over here we have this liquidity, but because I think we are bearish, so this liquidity should be maybe remain intact for now, then later on it will be referred to. So my shift will change now to this price leg, from the high to the low, to these lows. Yeah, now from this high to these lows, to determine the premium discount raise or the premium discount levels that we should be watching, to see whether we might have a reaction of those key levels. So we have these fair value gaps that are in premium, this fair value gap, also this also, let me make this one. Yeah, we have that for our fair value gap, and also let me place so that we may have a clean working surface. So remember, this is the high to this low, to this low, that's what I mean. I just wanted to make my charts clean. Don't worry why we have the tool there. So to that low, yeah. So we have these weekly 4-hour inversion fair value gap, from this candle's high to this candle's low, and also this previous one. And we can see currently price is in these is already tapped into premium, and I want to see, is there any reason that price may tap into these 4-hour fair value gap, then rally lower, or we can see a reaction of these 4-hour inversion fair value gap over here, because you can watch how the midpoint has already been tapped into, and we have this swing high. Should we anticipate to see this swing high being gauged? That's something I want us to identify. Moving lower into the 3-hour time frame, we have these 3-hour fair value gap, from the low to the high. So let's see whether the midpoint has been So from the low high of that candle to the, yeah, you can see how the candles are respecting, I think, the quarterly level, because half of the quarter of this rectangle is at around this. They are respecting, but the wicks are doing the damage. I've already tapped into these 3-hour midpoint, right? Then you can see how the candles have lost their strength. This other one rallied tapped to the midpoint, then you can see lose the strength with 12 minutes before it closes. So maybe we want this gap, because we might see this gap remain as a 3-hour open gap. So to some extent the market might not tap into this 4-hour inversion fair value gap, because we have seen the 3-hour fair value gap, the midpoint has been tapped into, and a gap has been left, which to me, I want to see this open. If I'll be bearish until I see the 3-month inversion fair value gap being respected. But what else am I seeing in the 2-hour? Also in the 2-hour, we have this fair value gap from the high to the low of this fair value gap. Here we can see some other gap there, and the price action over here is we had this dip into the 4-hour inversion fair value gap. You can see how the bodies are respecting the midpoint of that 4-hour inversion fair value gap. And to the 1-hour, you can see we have a slight consolidation. We have this move lower that I usually say the first move is always a fake out. The first move is always a fake out, iron. The first move is always a fake out. So sometime you can see these drop down. Some people will hurry to take their sales, but the market reverses to clear the liquidity, then move lower. So what I can see is we have this liquidity that has been cleared. Let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. What is the 30 minutes saying? So you can see we have also a 1-hour fair value gap above. I don't know, it has not been engaged. So inside, so let me take the low. Yeah, we have the right. So we have these candles high, with also right, these candles low, with these candles high. That forms that 1-hour fair value gap. And from this point, I don't think that fair value gap has been engaged. And we were talking of the 3-hour fair value gap. So what I'll do is you can see this 4-hour inversion fair value gap is at the midpoint of this 1-hour fair value gap that hasn't been engaged. So right there, so we have this 1-hour fair value gap that is open, 1-hour FEG. It should be inside. I changed my setting yesterday, so inside at the right. Yeah, we could. That's the 1-hour fair value gap that you can see the midpoints are are how can they are coinciding with the 1 hour, the 4 hour inversion fair value gap midpoint, and the 1 hour fair value gap midpoint are the same. So to me, that can be a sweet spot. This also can be a fake out, but what I've seen, what I've noticed is, let's go to the lower time frame, and we have these liquidities that were above. So I guess the Asian range over here, from this high over here, I think to me, we have relatively equal highs over here. So because we have news at around 8:30, I will be patient. It's about 8:30. So what I'll do is I'll be patient and see how the news will play out. Then I'll be back to maybe look for trades. But what I'm expecting is, because we have this 1 hour fair value gap above and we have these relatively equal highs, you can see the liquidity is above here and also above here. I'm expecting to see this liquidity being engaged, right? Then we can look for drops from these levels, right? So to me, that's what I'm expecting. And it's about remaining how many minutes to 8:30, because currently 7:50, so about 40 minutes to go, and we'll be watching how this will play out. But what I want to see is, I want to see maybe a sharp wick like what we saw yesterday, clear these liquidities, tap into this 1 hour fair value gap, then continue lower. So I'll be seeing you in a bit to see whether this will play out. Okay, it's Kusambui. Alright, so what are we seeing over here? So we have like 2 minutes to go before news, and we have this fair value gap inside here. So it can be a nice opportunity to be buying, and okay, what I was talking about has taken place. Now I think the highs I was talking about, these equal highs, these high, and also these 1 hour fair value gap, has already been tapped into. But I would like to see maybe the consequent encroachment of that. I would like to see the consequent encroachment being tapped into, but that hasn't yet happened. And what I'm seeing is this 15 minutes fair value gap has been now rebalanced. What my target was for yesterday, but everything has been balanced, and now maybe we should look for entries, and maybe our stop should be, yeah, let's look first whether we can have this opportunity to be shorting. And from the 1 hour, what I'm seeing, this candle has 27 minutes to closing, and already this 1 hour fair value gap has been tapped into. But also I would have liked to see its midpoint being engaged, or a tap into this 4 hour inversion fair value gap. But I'll be patient and wait to see what will price shorers. So I think I'll be patient and wait to see what can happen, and if maybe the market will rally lower, I would like to see this candle close below this 30 minutes low. If I see a candle closure below that, because we don't have other news, then I'll be in for shorts, because liquidity has been engaged. We have tapped into that 1 hour fair value gap that is in premium. As you can remember, this premium and this premium zone and this discount zone. So a closure below that low, for me will make me to look for shorts. So to those who had entered maybe early, they were taken out. See the clean liquidity is over here. This clean liquidity, you can see they have been engaged. Now we'll be looking for shorts, but want to see that closure below the 15, below this low. That's what I want to see. So let's keep watching, and I'll be back for my entries, because see how clean liquidity is above here, relatively equal highs. But those who are engaged in this move, that they saw it was the market was now moving lower, you can see they have been humbled over here, and we have a 15 minutes fair value gap over here that I think is an inversion fair value gap, as price, you can see, has respected the candles, have respected that the value gap by closing inside, and you can see this candle closed above the main threshold, or the midpoint of this fair value gap, and then this other candle closed below. So to me, these can be signs that the market will be moving lower. And what else can I see is being respected? The 4-hour inversion fair value gap, this one, you can see the candle closures. Let's see from the higher time frame. The candle has 2 hours to close, so to me these are clean price action. These are clean price action over here, so let's be patient and look for entries in a few. What we can see is again this inversion fair value gap is now being violated, and we can see an order block paired with these 15 minute fair value gap, and let's see whether we are in discount on this price leg from the high to the low. We are still in premium, so I think, because I want to be seeing I'll be looking for sales from these key level, right? From these 1 hour fair value gap. So I don't know. I'm getting confused, because we have this 4-hour inversion fair value gap. We have already dipped into premium, as we can see over here. We have tapped into this 1 hour fair value gap. You can see the candles are respecting this 4-hour inversion fair value gap. So I'm seeing price can deliver both ways, because it can react off this 4-hour fair value gap, or we might see a retracement higher to these 1-hour inversion fair value gap, from which maybe we can see a sell-off. So it's getting confusing, but let's wait and see what maybe can happen over here. And so I'll be patient to see how price will react also from this fair value gap. If I see a reaction off, then I'll be in for buys up to that 1 hour, these 1 hour fair value gap midpoint. So let's see whether it will dip lower and react off these 3 minutes fair value gap. So I'll have my alert there. From which I want to see how price will react, or maybe will react of these 15 minutes inversion fair value gap. Maybe price will support prices higher, as liquidity below here was engaged, and also above liquidity has been engaged. So not a clear price action, but let's read whatever the market will provide us. Where I'm thinking of going bullish is we have this 4-hour inversion, this 4-hour order block, right? As you can see it there, and it did react off this 4-hour order block. You can see it tapped it into, then you can see that displacement higher into this premium level, and maybe high, low, higher, high. Can we say it reacted off this breaker? But price action over here is bullish, so maybe this could be the manipulation phase of this candle, and maybe will react off these 4-hour order block. So what I'll do, I'll have it labeled over here, from which I will be watching how candles will be reacting to the midpoint or the main threshold of these 4-hour order block. Yeah, over there. So from the 3-hour, you can see the candle is losing strength, and the 2-hour, the candle has about an hour to close, but we have also the 4-hour order block paired with these 2-hour order blocks. We'll be waiting to see how this candle will be reacting off. If I see a reaction of a candle closing below, then maybe I will be looking for sales, but a candle closure above the midpoint of that order block, then I'll be looking for buys to this level, from which I will be selling, because I will be selling from this 1 hour fair value gap. So for now it's kind of confusing. Will the market retrace to this midpoint, or it will react off this key level? Right, so something to be watching. And also, yeah, these order blocks, something, because see the reactions, this candle closure above these order blocks, and the down close candle not violating these order blocks here, right? These 2 hour order blocks, you can see the 1 hour candles not violating, and candle support using the low as its support higher. So something really confusing, but let's see how these candles will react. A closure below this 4 hour order block, I think, will trigger me to go in for sales, definitely. And I expect this 4 hour order block to act as a resistance for prices higher. So I've drawn these, and this is the 1 hour wick. I was measuring this 1 hour wick consequent encroachment. So you've seen the market has tapped into it, but still we don't have that clear picture of whether the market is likely to go lower and or higher, because I'll be going lower if I see this candle close below this 4 hour order block, and also below this, if I see a closure above this, and also this 15 minutes fair value, these oh, I'm using a pen. So these let me start, because this is the 1 hour week consequent encroachment, the premium discount of this week. So the market has already tapped us in, and if this candle closes above this 4 hour order block, then I'll be looking for my buys. And I know now people are have shorted, people have gone in for short, and that, to me, I want to see confirmations for my entry. Not yet, because I'm seeing prices can push either way to maybe this 1 hour fair value gap, and or maybe lower for liquidities and other, because we have liquidities below here. So a closure above these 15 minutes fair value gap will trigger me to be bullish, but if I see a closure below this 4 hour order block, then to me I will be bear. But for now, just chilling and waiting. Okay, so I think we have some other 5 minutes to news, and really 5, yeah. And we can see from the 15 minutes time frame, I'm seeing this candle closure below this 4 hour order block, but the 30 minutes candle is about to close in 5 minutes, and you can see how it's reacting off this 1 hour week. This is the week, the premium of the week, and the discount. So currently we are in discount of that week inside the 30 minutes with the 5 minutes to close Also the 15 minutes, these 15 other minutes closed below the 4-hour order block, which to me is signaling sales. So I want to see how and inside the 5 minutes, what I'm seeing, we have this up close candle that is being used as support, because there is no candle that for now has penetrated above it or gone above it. So I think to me now that we can be looking for sales, but we have a slight fair value gap here. I don't know whether this market will rally tap us in or what. So I'll be patient and wait to see these medium impact news to see how the 15 minutes candle I think will be closing. So yeah, 4 minutes to go before the news, so I'll be patient and wait to see how this 15 minutes candle also will close, so that we may look for entries. Waendelea kidogo. Okay, now I will be looking for an entry, because what I can see is, you can see this 1 hour candle closed below this 4-hour order block, and hopefully the 4-hour also was it a 3-hour? No. So my 1 hour, the 1 hour order candle I was watching, it has closed below that order block. So I'm thinking to be looking for entries, so I'll take my entry inside this 3-hour fair value gap, and going for a short. I don't know whether we'll be tapped in, so that 3-hour fair value gap, and my stop, I think I'll go to the higher time frames, probably the 1 hour, and maybe have my stop loss above these 4-hour order block, and do we have wicks? So where should my stop be? I guess above the order block will be okay, because if in case the market retraces, then I think I will wish to see that 4-hour order block to act as a support or resistance, with targeting a 1 to 2. So let's see whether we will be tapped in, and see whether the market will rally lower. So I'll clear these, and hopefully we'll get tapped in, and we have that rally lower, or our stop loss being hit, right? Also my stop loss will be above the 15 minutes fair value gap, inversion fair value gap. So let's wait and see. I will be coming in, so let me go place my trade in trading view. See you in a few. Right, we have been tapped into that trade. Now let the trade run. I'll be coming and informing what is happening, so see you in a few again.